Yeah, I'm happy I don't have to bowl to Steve Smith. That's great. And I saw Kane Williamson double hundred last week, so pretty glad I'm not playing over there as well. Um, I think when you're in the moment, of course you try and maybe lift a little bit. You sense the big wickets when someone walks out there. Normally it's the captain. So of course you want to get into that contest. You know that's a really important part of the game. In terms of how that fits into the overall best storyline, I don't really think about it too much. But of course, growing up as a kid, they're the kind of competitions and battles that you tuned into TV for. Of course, I remember Glenn McGrath bowling to Lara. You had to watch it. You knew something was going to happen. So love being in those moments. See what happens this summer. To be honest, we haven't really spoken yet. We only got into camp a couple of days ago, so I'm sure we'll sit down and have a couple of meetings. And like we do most training sessions, the bowlers will be talking to each other and coming up with some plans. But like always, I think it's really important that you concentrate on, I concentrate on what I do well as a bowler, and same for the other guys. Of course, you might tweak your plans slightly for a certain batter, but hopefully, a couple of years on, we're all a little bit better equipped as bowlers and see what happens. I saw the highlights. Not that particular ball, but just in general, any thoughts of what he got out of the game and how he was going. And it looked like he bowled really well. And obviously Payne's right behind the stumps there and has a good eye over all of it. There's a few things I guess we picked up, and little areas that more reminders. Haven't played Test cricket against them for a couple of years, so good to chat to. But it was a ripping ball. If you get to go this summer, I'd be very happy if he pulls a few of them out nests. No, we haven't this summer at all. As I said, we'll get together. Whether it's formally or just informally at the top of our marks at bowling, we're normally always talking about mainly what we're working on and what we think is going to work for us. And then, of course, you try and tweak that to particular batters that you might face. But, nothing specific where we've, gone away and had homework over a certain player. That's exciting. And, we're a really tight bunch as well. And I also had, Michael Nessa, who's been on the last few tours as well, and Shawnee Abbott's coming to the side now as well. But, those particular guys, we've been a similar age. We've had kind of similar careers for the last 10 years. So the last few tours that we've spent together, great talking bowling, out there on the field. I love knowing that when I finish my spell, I've got someone like a James Pattinson or Starkey who's going to come in and, go flat out. And you've got Joshy Hazelwood down the other end. And I guess knowing that there's no weaknesses and no let up, it's just a great thing to be involved with. It's super enjoyable, satisfying, and if they take wickets and I don't, I'm just as happy for them. So it's great at the moment. First of all, I think just a fair balance between bat and ball. I don't think a test match where a team can go and bat and get 600 runs is good viewing for anyone. So hopefully a really fair contest. Obviously here in Australia, we want some kind of we want conditions that reflect Australia, and I think the best test matches here are when it's got a bit of pace and bounce in the wickets. Adelaide Oval here has been a really good wicket each time I've played. That's what I'd be asking for. A bit of pace and bounce, and hopefully a bit of spin for Lino too. Yeah, it's really good. Thanks. Feel in a really good place now. We're flying here into Adelaide. I feel fresh. Those week or so I had at home. It was great preparation for this, pretty long, 4 test match series coming up. Good balance between, trying to have some downtime and rest and do the, little things that haven't been able to do over the last few months, and, see some family, but of course still training, had a couple of good hit outs, try to build some strength up, preparing for this pretty long stint coming up. So, really lucky to have that opportunity. Feeling a great place of, if you could kind of pick out the perfect preparation. I think that was pretty close to it, given all the circumstances. No, just mutual decision. We've said for months and months that there's going to have to be times where players may need, a little bit, just a couple of days or a couple of games off, especially our 3 format players. So that was it. Really open conversations, as planned before the series, and I've got no doubt you'll see that over the next however long. Every season, there's always a few games that players might rest from if they've had a really high workload or there's a lot coming up. So it's nothing new. It's been done plenty of times before. I think it's been quite friendly in terms of banter, and you see plenty of smiles, but there's lots of quick bowling out there. There's lots of batters taking the game on. So I wouldn't say the actual match play has been overly friendly. It's been really competitive and hard, and what you want. I wouldn't be surprised if tests are all that, but maybe us players baking in the sun for a couple more hours each day, maybe it does get a bit more fiery. But I'm not sure. I just hope however we play the game, it reflects who we are as people. And for the most part, us Aussie team we're pretty relaxed guys. We like a bit of a laugh. So see what happens this series. That's nice of him. Thanks, Clarkey. He's been great supporter for me. My whole career really. Great to hear. Obviously, really well respected captain. I loved having him as captain when I played. I felt like he made me walk taller in my early years when I still felt like I was trying to find my feet in professional, playing for Australia. Having an ex-captain who's been there and done that, as a vote of confidence, that's nice. Of course, it means absolutely nothing because we've got some great captains at the moment. Very kind words.